Hello everybody, Lord Almighty here. Today is Sunday, July 28th, 2019, and I am back here at the Raritan River. And today I am going to be giving bait fishing another shot. But instead of catching bait of the finned variety, I am going to turn over some rocks and see if I can't pick up some fresh, juicy crayfish. And all I'm going to be using to catch them are my two eyes and my two hands. The gloves aren't really necessary. You can grab crayfish so that they don't pinch you, but this is just an added little bit of protection. So let's turn over some rocks, see if we can't find some crayfish. What have I got here? That is not a crayfish. Look at that. Some kind of a catfish. Is that like a little bullhead? It looks like a little bullhead. It's not what I'm after today, so I'm gonna let him go. The crayfish fishing has not gone very well. I've been seeing several, but as usual, it's the catching I'm having trouble with. So I took off the gloves because those were really clumsy, and I'm clumsy as it is, so I don't need another layer of clumsiness heaped on. And brought out my net to help me. I'm hoping maybe I can herd these crayfish into the net before they scoot away. Well, I just got one, but it was so small that it slipped through the netting. Oh, what the heck did I catch here? Look at that. What kind of fish is that? Is that some kind of darter? Yeah, that looks like a darter of some kind. Oh, I've been catching everything but crayfish in this net. Alright, buddy. I could probably use this guy for bait, but that wasn't my goal today, so he gets to go free. Oh, I thought that was a crayfish, but nope, that is a sunfish. Again, I could use him for bait, but it's not what I wanted to use today, so back he goes. Well, the main problem, or at least a problem that I'm running into, is that there's a lot of silt on the bottom of this river. I mean, that's how it always is. It's always been really silty. And whenever you turn over a rock, it kicks up this cloud of silt, and you can't see anything. And you gotta hope that either the crayfish will swim right into the net, or it'll hang around long enough for the silt to dissipate, and you'll be able to see it. And so far, no strategy has worked. I'm going to try for a little bit longer. If I can't get a crayfish, or a few at least for bait, then I'm just going to go to my backup plan. Well guys, the first part of this fishing day has been a complete failure. Could not get a single crayfish for bait. In retrospect, it's not that unbelievable, because when it comes to catching crayfish, I really don't know what I'm doing. So, gonna have to fall back onto my plan B. If I can't use real crayfish, just gonna have to throw around some fake ones. fish. Oh my God! You did it as I was reeling it in. There was a fish on when I was reeling this thing in to cast again. Look at that. He ripped the little tentacles off it. Look at that. That's nuts. Guess I should have dropped it back and let him eat it. There we go. Got him that time. This feels like a dink. Yep. Dink smallie. Fish number one, though. I'll take it. How'd you get this thing in your mouth, anyway? I will never know how you fish do that. Is that a fish? Oh, yeah. Oh, he came off. Dang it. There's a lot of slack in the line. Couldn't get a good hook set on him. There we go. That was a little bit better. Maybe by an inch and a half. Alright, so they are on the tube. That's good. It's good to know that my failure to make bait is probably not going to impact my fishing success. Now, how successful that fishing will be overall remains to be seen. There we go. Alright, another dink smallie. There's a bunch of fish in this run here. Not only have I been getting hits, I've been seeing them actually jumping out of the water to get, I guess, insects. Maybe there's a hatch going on and they're hitting emergers. I'm not sure. But they are super active in this run right here. I'll just keep fishing it until I don't get any more action. There we go. Oh, he's off. Dang it. And he took my tube. He just ripped it clean off. Wow, okay. Guess I'm tying on another one. There we go. Oh, he's off again. Wow, okay. There's a problem with fishing this spot. The way I'm fishing this tube is I'm basically just letting it sink to the bottom and just letting the current bounce it along the rocks. Now, this thing bouncing off of a rock feels almost exactly the same as when a fish picks it up. So, it's very hard to tell exactly when I'm getting the bite. And what happens is I wind up letting the line drift too much, and there's a big bow of slack behind where the fish actually ate it. So when I set the hook, there's nothing but slack, and I'm not getting very good hook sets. That being said, I've still caught a few, so I can deal with a few missed fish for the opportunity to catch a few more. Well, guys, I have been fishing for over 2 hours, and the only spot where I've had any measure of success, there was a bite right there, is that first spot I hit. I've been getting bites here and there as I work my way further downstream, but overall, the action today is pretty slow. I mean, it is midday. We got a bright sun today, so that's obviously not helping, but it's been tough so far. Just gonna keep grinding it out. I'm gonna stick with the tube because that's the presentation I have the most confidence in under these conditions. There we go. Oh, he's off. That felt like a good fish. Unless he was hung up on a rock or something. It felt kind of funny. when I set the hook. It's almost like the line was running up against a rock or something. But that was definitely a fish. I felt it shaking its head. So we got some biters in this run, so that's good. There we go. Oh, he's off. Dang it! That's the same thing. It's just got too much slack in the line, so I can't tell when these fish are picking it up. Alright, well, nothing to do but just keep throwing it out there and hope one eats it. I think I got that one. Alright. Not a giant, but that's fish of the day so far. Easy. Alright. He's got a dark spot on his head and a wound on his side here. Look at that. I'll bet you that's from a bird. Maybe a heron or something tried to grab him. Alright, this one's all asymmetrical. Threw off my tube too. It's time to tie on another one. Wow, look at that. Look at the size of that snapping turtle. That's got to be a 20-pounder. That thing is just a beast. Just sitting in the shade, trying to stay cool. Yep, please stay cool. I ain't gonna bother you. Is that fish on? Is that fish on? Yes, he is. Surprised I was able to stick that one. There was a lot of slack in the line. Oh, and there he goes. Again, less than a rod length of line out. That's a catch. Alright everybody, I think I'm going to call it quits right here. Turned out to be kind of a tough day fishing. Could have been a lot tougher. I mean, the way that it started out, not being able to catch any crayfish at all for bait. I thought today was going to be a total disaster. I wasn't even sure I was going to be able to get a video together today. But I was able to fall back on my plan B with the tube, cobbled together a modest catch of, I think, 5 smallmouths. Probably missed more than twice that many because I couldn't feel the bites and I didn't set the hook very well, but it is what it is. So I know it's not the end of the day yet. I know if I wait an hour or so, it'll start to get darker and I could throw the top water around and maybe get some more fish, but honestly, I am tired, I am hot, I am hungry, and I am thirsty, and I am more than ready for that air-conditioned ride back home. So thank you all so much for joining me, and I will see you on the next adventure.